All right, hello everyone, and now welcome to game 3 in this series here on Amazonia. And though really feeling the effects of just playing against the fifth race. If you guys did not know, Moon, according to a lot of the professional players back in the day, say that he played the fifth race because he played Night Elf like no one else. You could play Night Elf against someone else on the ladder, but playing against Moon and who played Night Elf was always a different story. And that definitely does seem to be the case. I don't remember the last time I saw so many bears, so many hippogriffs, and the effectiveness of that. But he is going up against Th000, and Th000 did do a little bit of cheese in game 1. That Goblin Tinker Lumber Mill Guard Tower Rush really caught Moon off guard, and he didn't know how to defend against it. So we'll see if that continues to be the case, and what is going to be happening here, as we will be going a Warden against an Archmage. So 3 separate games, 3 different pairs of heroes, even though we have seen the Archmage and the Warden before. The Warden was in game 2, or sorry, the Warden was in game 1, the Archmage was in game 2. So keeping me on my toes as we are going to get underway. So far, let's see what's going to be happening here. So now just training up some peasants. We can see that there are peasants off here. It looks as though we are going to be going into your typical game and perhaps to be doing a little bit of Ancient of War creeping. Ancient of War creeping, one of the big neutralizers in terms of creeping, as human players are able to creep with militia. And a lot of players were saying, you know what, that's kind of unfair. Why do human players get such a strong ability? Did that Warden... Oh, the Warden did not get the experience on that first kill. That had to have been a mistake. Moon, perhaps a little bit rusty there, but at least it wasn't the Renegade Wizard, as the Renegade Wizard is the big creep in that creep camp. Here, now we can see 5-3-1 or 3-1-1 left behind. Archmage may get to level 2. I don't know. It should be able to get to level 2 without an issue there. Yes, it does get to level 2. And what will be happening next? Perhaps the Apprentice Wizards. I think off to the north, yes, the Militia, or not the Militia, the Wisp was able to detonate on the Archmage and also onto that Water Elemental, giving a little bit more experience to that Warden, hence thereby allowing for just more experience in general on that Warden. The Warden sitting at level, at level 2 right now, should be able to finish off that Footman. Yes, it does get taken down. Meanwhile, the Ancient of War taking a lot of damage before it is up. It needs to get up before it is at 2 armor, and perhaps use that fortified armor to absorb some of that piercing damage. Archmage is now down and around the map. Coming across over here, Archer currently attempting to take down this Apprentice Wizard. And is it going to... No, it is still going to chase after that Archer there. Okay, finally some damage coming in. It looks as though those Apprentice Wizards don't really care that they're getting hit, as the Warden now trying to creep out here, but Th000 is not going to have anything of it. He is trying to disrupt the creep patterns, and Moon is really starting to feel the effects. You can see that his units are just generally lower in hit points. Also 26 versus, I believe, 34. Militia are being brought over. You can see speed building on the lumber mill, and with a speed built lumber mill, you do know that towers are coming in. All right, if you cannot beat Moon in the late game, beat him in the early game, and these guard towers will be doing exactly that. This is going to be very problematic. These Ancients of War need to make their way over and start attacking down these guard towers. There are 2 Ancients of War, but this Ancient of War off over here needs to pick itself up and move over. Archers now going after some footmen. Beautifully done so far, as you can see that this one Archer very low on hit points, but now getting back up to full. This is the disadvantage of fighting inside a Night Elf base during nightfall. Guard towers are now up. You can see that a lot of damage is being dealt. You can see perhaps another footman will get taken down, and if that warden actually gets to level 3, this is going to be a very, very uphill battle. You can see more moonwells are being constructed as the guard towers are now going to get, one gets canceled just in time, as we now see another guard tower trying to be repaired. All right, the footmen are falling, but is this going to be enough? One guard tower is now up, and with that, this guard tower going to be dealing a little bit of damage here. Reveal now comes across. Archers trying to get away, and that one reveal from this goblin laboratory could have spelt certain doom. Ancient of War now joining in on the fight. Goblin Shredder now being brought over, and this is exactly what we needed to see. The Goblin Shredder being used, and it is going to take down a lot of footmen. Level 3 on the Warden. There is a 150-point Shadow Strike. Is the Warden going to be able to blink past it? Trying to get catch up is the Archmage. The Archmage does not have Boots of Speed, but this tower attempt looks like it may fail. No, it actually looked like it may succeed, as there are still a whole bunch of towers here. All right, need to take down this guard tower. Is it going to be enough? Goblin Shredder now being brought over, and it looks like the guard tower will go down. Archer taking a lot of damage. This is not good for the Archer. Archer now tries to back off, tries to heal back up, unable to do so. Th000 now trying to repair this tower. However, it looks as though it will get taken down. The Goblin Shredder, however, down to 30 hit points. There it goes. And that is a huge loss in DPS once more. All right, is this going to be enough? The Warden trying to take down this guard tower. It looks like it is floating at about exactly 50 hit points. Archers unable to shoot it down. Without that Goblin Shredder, the damage is just not enough, and the Warden needs to back off here. All right, this is not looking good for Moon any longer. No real way. Oh, is he going to be able to perhaps get another footman? That footman looks like it is now down to 106 hit points. I don't believe. No, it actually may tick twice more. It needs, what, one more tick? And yes, it does get taken down. There it goes. And what's going to be happening next? Moonwells are all very, very low on moon juice, but the Warden needs to try to grab as much as it can before that Moonwell does get taken down there. So far, 3 towers, no glaives, no glaive throwers in order to try to stop all of these all of these guard towers here, as the Warden now comes in from the back to take down a couple of the peasants. There goes another Shadow Strike. The Warden at level 3, not going to be able to get to level 4 here, as the Archmage is still sitting at level 2. Not quite level 3. This Ancient of War, perhaps it should uproot, eat some trees, and join in on the fight. It is not really doing anything at all, as Moon trying to hold off this guard tower push. All right, let's see what's going to be happening here. The Warden now coming back around. Archmage selling a couple quick items there. It does have a Scroll of Healing. Altar of Elders has been taken out. Are we perhaps going to see another Goblin Shredder? That is going to be the key question, as the Water Elemental is still pushing in, and now Th000 bringing a Goblin Shredder of his own to the party. That is a big turnaround from just moments ago. I do believe Moon does not stand a chance any longer. The Warden not going to even bother. It will get taken down. There is, I believe, the death, and I believe the GG will be coming in. Not much that could be done here, as we now see Th000 bringing over a posse, and there is the good game. So 2 tower rushes coming in from Th000 to take out the legendary Moon in this best of 3 series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.